Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quickly out to the tight end. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
On the run, it's Alexander. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Commodores have this offense rolling. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisville. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Sends it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. He's at the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Vandy. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Caught over the middle. It's Hayden. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. He showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Lewis wants to pass. Looking deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes, and that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
And the Commodores send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Lewis to throw. The sure hands, it's Williams. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Steps away to find some room. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take up.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Colorado.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And the extra point is good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for space. It's Alexander.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable 3rd down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
And the Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. On 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to change this route. Lewis wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab, gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Deep shot for the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Buffaloes will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Goes out of bounds at the 44, but sets his team up with a terrific return. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. He'll throw it. With the catch, it's Richardson. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Here's the handoff. Find some fresh air.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for room, it's Alexander. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And, David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they...
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Touchdown, Commodores! Fitted in the window for the score.
You get down here on this part of the field, and the field shrinks so much. You play so aggressive, and you're playing all eyeballs on the run, and a nice sleight of hand by the offense. Bring out the play action. He hits his guy right behind where the guys are supposed to be. They come up to play the run, out of position, touchdown for the offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Hayden. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Trying play action. More than enough time in the pocket, and he fires left. And it's caught inside the 30. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it first and 10, threatening inside the 30. Pocket breaking down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
Pulls it in. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Buffaloes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Lewis to throw. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bucs!
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Right down the boulevard. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown doors. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
Looking to throw on first down. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Lewis wants to pass. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll start this drive at their own 48. On the move, it's Alexander. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. The run to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Messer. Pushed down for the tackle.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot zone and just settling down, making that throw a whole bunch easier.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Pressure coming. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Running back searching for a hole. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this.
Lot of room to the right. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. There's time on the clock. Keep trying to score.
They'll give it to the back. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And they take it in for 6 more points. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scared.
He'll bring it out. It's Hayden. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Lewis to throw. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1. Pulls it in on the right. Breaks away in the middle. Past the 20. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. James Madison is making it look easy today. A special performance that would make the 4th president of the United States proud. They're up by 17 over Liberty. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He breaks the tackle. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Wide open downfield. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
With the run on first and goal. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. These last 2 plays have just made you go, what are you doing? Third and goal, a chance to set it right. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after...
The domain of the Big Cats is evident throughout college football. Tigers, Lions, Wildcats, and Cougars. The apex predator of the jungle or the mountains prowls this landscape, and when we get a pair of them together, claws will certainly fly. Welcome to John O. Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. A rather underwhelming start as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty.
On the ready? 29 Phillies.
From the gun, the ground game.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
He's got it on the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback adapting. It's complete on the right side. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Makes the grab. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires to the middle. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range. You're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man. Everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion now, setting up fourth.
The field goal is no good. And the score will stay right where it is after that miss. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. There he goes. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right, they get him in space using his speed. Good play.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. The give to the back. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive will open from the 15. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got rid of it just in time.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all three of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. A serendipitous turn of events off the deflection, and they turn it into a 1st down.
And sometimes it's just going to be your day. And sometimes those bounces go your way. And he does right here. I mean, it's a nice job by the defense getting a hand on the football, but the ball bounces to the wide receiver. He makes the play and gets the 1st down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Off the play fake on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. The defense gets it down with a huge interception return.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
How about these 2 running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
With the catch, it's Beebe. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
When we were throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the 2 of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. I can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. What a play that time. They got way more than they needed to convert that fourth down.
But I love the execution of this quarterback. Everybody's sitting shallow, trying to take away the first down. He takes the ball down the field. Great strike. Nice.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. It's a much-needed line from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might as well stick with him. Runs through a tackle. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got enough for the first, and he's still going. He goes down to the 47 after a 5-yard pickup.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, you know, in 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
The Cougars are on the move. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the misconnection on the first attempt, see if he gets a little looser.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They go to the ground. Steamrolls his way ahead. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Memphis picking up the tempo. Now the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the run deep down the right side. Makes the grab inside the 30. A massive pick up on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir, no mas. Get it together.
Quickly to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. Out of bounds at the 22, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this league, David, if I were allowed to play that push passes. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Oh, there were a few steps there. He was thinking touchdown, but they finally get him down after the big pickup at the 25.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
3 and 25.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Back open in the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Got enough space. Touchdown, Houston. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they can get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And it's them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead. That gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. One more snap coming before halftime. Corners are going to bail. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
They'll run play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He turns it loose to the left. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. They'll run this play from the pistol. They want to run it left here. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Off play action. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Right on the money. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Memphis wants to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They get to him as he throws.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Here comes the heat. Finds his tight end. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. That's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they looking for a huge play. Got it inside the 10. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. They just keep firing. Touchdown, Tigers! You thought they were done. They're not. They're
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Here comes the Houston offense once again. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
Good enough for first down.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success, but on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
Want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love...
Turning it on. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cougar!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And then trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. He's got it on the right. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Got a man. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too, even running.
He'll take a shot. Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Here's the pressure. Unloads to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. And here they come, almost all the way back.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
From the gun. Flushed out of the pocket. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Looking to the big tight end. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Bringing the heat. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And it's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find a spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger.
Here we go.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Jumped on top of the pile.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Motion from the wideout. They'll run it from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. It's a big stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown Cougars. And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, your game is Big One, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Tulsa. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Memphis. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock, that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. The give out of the gun. He's wrestled down right at the 35. Good job by the defense to stop that conversion attempt. 4th down coming. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he's got it inside the 35. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play?
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
Well, we've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.